Hi, welcome to Portraits of Hope, where we have conversations that are amazing, inspiring, with people who inspire us in day-to-day life. Today, we are having a whole gospel musician, Tuko na Upako, here with us. She's an award winner, she's a songbird, she's a businesswoman, and we can't wait to dive deep into her story. Thank you for joining us as always, and let's dive in. Charity, nice to see you since 2020.
Yes.
Was it before COVID when we met, or after COVID, or
during COVID?
Oh, it was during.
I believe it was during COVID.
Oh.
Or I think we met in February.
Oh, February, yeah.
So
COVID
it was not
March.
that pronounced.
Yeah,
it was not that big.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Nice to see you.
Same here.
And now I'm seeing you, and you're an award winner. You've done
By
so
the
many
grace
songs.
of God. Yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. How many songs are you at now?
The ones that are known, rather the ones on YouTube, are about 4 or 5. And then now the ones that I'm yet to do are about 4 as well.
Wow.
So yeah.
So it's for real.
It's for real.
Okay, maybe before we even dig deep into your music journey, who is Charity? How would you describe yourself?
Charity is, let me say, a middle-aged lady or a young lady.
Yeah.
Tusemagi age yetu, who loves life and believes that we are here for a reason. And then she also loves doing new things, experiencing new things. She loves God so much because she realizes that this life without God, how is he? So basically, Charity is a simple lady. Akiwa na hizo zote. Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
And so you say you love new experiences and new things. What would be top 3 of your bucket list?
New recipes.
Yeah.
Getting to meet new people and learning from them. And then my music and learning from other musicians.
Other musicians.
Yes.
Okay. So we should do a hangout for just musicians.
Yes, we
should. And you'll be like, yay! Okay. So tell us about your music journey, how you began. At what point did you feel that you've been called into music?
Basically, all my life, because I was born into a family that had music. My dad was a secular musician, wazilizopendwa. Yes.
Was he known?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Mate Festo.
Wow.
He sang a song called Stella.
Stella Wangu?
Not
No.
Stella Wangu. Not Wangui.
I was going to be so happy.
It's a song that goes something like Ikiwa wenda nyumbani na na na.
Wow.
Ikiwa wenda nyumbani mama yangu.
I think I've heard it.
You've heard it?
Yeah.
That's my dad.
I'm going to look for it on YouTube after this. Yeah.
Please do. So basically, I was born into music and I grew through music. But now the weirdest thing is he was doing secular, but he would force us to go to church.
Yeah.
So I will sing in church. I would do plays. This is a Yesu, and during Easter and then during Christmas.
Yeah.
So I grew through that, and I knew that tunaeza imba. But then as I grew and I got born again, now it shifted to now you have a voice, you can serve God. But then I did not know that I was called to do it. I just knew si uko na voice. So you can actually sing in church as well. So I did it, worship in several churches and all that. But in 2020, my dad now passed away in June. So we are remembering in this month. He passed away and there was a shift. And there was a heaviness with me with regards now to music. Hey, if dad can go, then I should begin what I believe I was called for. And it was music. It was always evident when I was doing it before. But then now, after the death of my dad, something shifted in me. And out of the blues, during the funeral, somebody was like, nimemsikia akiimba because I sang for him.
Oh, you sang on that day?
Yes.
Wow.
It was hard, but I did. an own song that was dedicated to him. So Bonnie Mosambi, I believe you know him. Akasikia. And he was like, I'm going to finance her first whatever song.
Is that what happened?
Yes, it happened.
Oh my gosh, that's
Bonnie
amazing.
Mosambi was faithful, and thank you so much to him. He paid for the Asante song. And when I sang it, it was just to tell God, Umenileta umbalihu. You have helped me through this pain. And I'm still processing the pain, but you're with me and I can sense you and I know it's time. You know, it was just to tell him, Sasa nitumie.
Asante, yeah.
Asante na nitumie. Use me now. Yes.
Wow, what an interesting way for your talent to be birthed. And I think that's what gave you the mojo to really go. Because it's like, yes, you had lost your father, but something new had been born. That really put you. Do you think that helped you through your healing journey?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You see, something about God, most of the beautiful stories that come up are through pain. And so he was processing me through that pain, you know, and showing me that I am still your hope. I am still your strength. And serve me and I will show you who I am.
Wow. And you have been experiencing miracle after miracle after miracle.
I really have seen God.
So prior to the decision that happened on that day, did you have, what was the nudge? Like, how was it coming to you? Were you working and then you decided, now I'm switching? Or, because the time I met you, you had not even started singing.
Well, yes, I had. And I had even done Nifanye Upya when I met my husband now.
Oh, okay.
He also, God also, you know, showed me that my marriage is right or is from him through meeting him and the evidence of you can sing. Because my husband Ken accepted my music. And he was like, he was the first one, by the way. He was the
to hear
or to actually tell me, you can do this thing.
Wow.
And so he took me to a producer friend of his. And I was like, what is happening so fast, you know? But still, he took me to a producer friend. We did Nifanye Upya. But now the evidence, the real deal came then. But also before then, now with Ken, it was for me a rubber stamp that
you sure
this is the guy.
That is amazing.
The guy. Yes.
So is it right to say that Ken discovered you?
Yes, he did.
Oh, really?
Yes,
he
did.
How romantic. I know such stories.
Yes, he did.
That's amazing.
I remember even when we were kind of dating, I sang a song for him, a collab song.
Really?
But then it's not recorded or anything. That was my song to him.
Okay, you people are so romantic.
So I sang a song and he was very pleased. And intrigued as well. Is
that how he entered the box?
No.
How do you depart from that?
I know.
Anyway, so
I know,
in fact, I had even wanted to, like, the support you two have towards each other, it's very beautiful. Because I see, like, even when you were being nominated for your award before you won, he was sharing your posts everywhere.
Yes.
When he's doing his mental work, he's like, it's like a very powerful duo.
Yes.
How much do you believe that has helped you guys to succeed in your different fields just because of that partnership?
Well, one thing, when you meet a person that you're intertwined with regards to your purposes, you get interests in what they do and they vice versa. And also they kind of feel supporting you is also pushing them forward. And so it has really helped us. It has really helped us even with regards to the callings that we have. Because he does mental wellness. You know that. And I also, now from my past, I was in an abusive relationship, and and before I met him, and somehow learning from him about trauma and triggers and everything, I created an interest with regards to now abused women, children and all that. And so somehow it was also birthed in me, mental wellness and counseling and support for people that are going through depression, suicidal tendencies, helping, in my capacity.
Wow.
Yes.
So this was when you met, then you knew how to harness whatever experience you had drawn from to actually work on.
And to also heal.
And to heal.
And to also completely heal. Though it's usually a journey, and sometimes you get triggers and you remember the trauma. But somehow, because of his knowledge and what I have learned, you're able to go through, those weird moments.
Yeah, together.
Yes.
It's amazing and it's very, very powerful.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Back to your music.
Yes.
Since 2020 until now, it's 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. And what has been the highlight of this music journey? What was the
several
peak? Yeah.
Okay, the Tukuza Awards.
The Tukuza Awards. Was that your first award?
That was my very first.
Wow.
That was my very first award. And it came through somebody that was a promoter, a friend of mine. And he was like, Charity, by the way, you can actually, get into this thing, the Tukuza thing, and see whether you will get nominated first. So I put in my song and I was nominated. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in a platform that has big musicians. So how will I get
who are in the same category?
Christina Show was in
the same
Thanksgiving category.
Yeah.
But now, one thing I've realized about these big ones, some of them would want the younger ones that are coming up to actually
they want to
grow.
promote.
So they will not really go into it like you will, So I was there and I was like, wacha nitumie marafiki, niwaonyeshe, I've been nominated for Tukuza Awards. I was in 2 categories, the Thanksgiving and the Musician of the Year.
Wow.
But now...
Amazing.
Yes. But now the Thanksgiving category is the one that I won. And became number 2.
Really?
Yes.
So it was you, like your name was in the same sentence as Christina Shushu.
It was in the same category.
That is amazing.
In the same category.
That is so powerful.
Yes.
Yeah. So what was it like, just seeing your name, as seeing the win? I mean, looking back.
It was overwhelming. It was overwhelming in a good way. I was like, wow, God, you can actually do this for me. And you see, when I got into music, or rather into now the serious music, it is actually for him and for his glory. And so everything that happens with me where music is concerned, or gospel music is concerned, is an awesome thing, because for me it is God's doing, And so I was like, God, you can actually do this. You can actually do this. So I believe greater heights are coming, This is one glory. He says we grow from glory to glory. So this is one glory. I believe more are coming.
Did you ever anticipate it though? Did you ever imagine?
No.
Really?
No.
You don't sit every morning chanting award winner?
No.
You don't manifest it? I need to stop.
Come
to me awards.
Oh my God. Make me big. No.
That is so beautiful. I'm so happy to know that. Are there any challenges that you've probably experienced in your music journey that have made you think, what am I doing here though?
Well, when you're recording gospel music, minister, it is challenging. One, because of the financial aspect. To be able to do a good audio and a good video that at least can take you out there and people can get to listen to you, it takes money. So sometimes there are those challenges, and also to get a good producer, one that you can work with, one that hata kusukuma vingine, and they're not there for the money, but they're there to make you grow. That is very challenging. So I have experienced that. I have gone to people who are not interested in what you do. Them, they're interested in nipe pesa.
How much is it? In an ideal situation, like how much would it be to like produce an entire video, like roughly?
A good video will go to from 35K to around 50K.
50K. So every time you produce, you have to
have a lot of money.
And maybe if you had a cast, it would even be more.
Yes, you have to pay them. And also for the audio, around 15 to say 30, depending on whether there's a keyboardist, whether it's programmed, whether it's live, whether there are other instrumentalists, whether there are other vocalists that are backing you up. So you have to pay them. And sometimes you don't have that much, but you have the song.
You have the song.
You have the song, but you're not able to do it. But then one thing I've realized about God, Esther, is when he gives you something, when he pours into you the song of that season, he also gives you the provision. And so getting to know that took time. Me, it was niko na kawimbo. When will I be able to? But then you have to wait upon him. Ask from him and then wait upon him. He may say yes. He may say wait. He may say no. Depending on what's for that season, whichever it is okay. And then number two, sometimes you get a lot of critics who are not for your music. Some of them are from your family. Some of them.
The critics, have they sung songs?
No, they have not.
It's just
but they're very good.
Opinions.
They have opinions. Some of them could be positive, but most of the time, it discourages you. And then you can go to a platform and there are other big people.
How do you behave? You keep quiet.
Probably you are. I remember there was a time I even had a poster. I won't name names, but I was in a platform that was with many big people. So the people that had arranged or organized that event were for this. So my name was called when the event is almost over. Yet whoever called you was like, unakuja you're one of the main. So in your head, you umejipanga, this is the time I will go, and then I will leave at a particular time. But because you have not yet done it, and you're not
to,
yes, and you have to go and remind them. You remind the ones
before they forget.
You've also come to do something. So that's a weird one, but it's also a challenge. You're not really, your music may not be appreciated by so many, but because it's a calling, God does his thing and just keep doing, and he does his thing along the way. Yes.
It's amazing. And how is the state right now? Is there, because I know there's a time the gospel industry had so much people who are making big resources, but in the recent times we've seen a lot of exits as well. So how is it right now? Is it paying yet, or it's still?
For the younger ones or the upcoming ones like
not
myself,
yet,
not yet. It takes a long time. But the ones who are renowned, okay, they're doing well. They're doing well.
So it's a process. It's like you have to go through the process.
You
first.
have to go. And there are times you're not even ready for that payment. Maybe you will get that big amount of money and you will exit, like many have done. So God tells you, wait. You feel nataka kujulikana, but God tells you, wait, you're not yet ready. One, because you're not there for the right reasons. You want to be seen and to get the accolades. Visibility. To get the accolades, but I've called you to minister to people and draw them to myself. So if your ideals have not yet been made as per the will of God, you're not ready. for that purpose he has for you. You're not ready.
It's very interesting that you say that, because I think I was listening to a preacher saying something like that. You'll be wondering, why am I not there yet? I've been working. Why am I not well known or well renowned or well compensated yet? And it's like, until you're ready, you cannot be tossed out, because you'll be attacked. You'll be like, if you're not well ready, you'll even suffer until you'll give up.
Yeah, or you will be removed.
And you will be removed.
Yes.
But in as much as all those people who were anointed earlier, they had to come of age for them to actually, you have to go through the process. You can't escape it.
Yes. You have to be made.
You have to be made.
But
it's not easy.
Or molded. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
And he allows also circumstances to make you. Some of them are very painful, like now my dad's passing, then my husband's dad's passing, then my mother-in-law's passing. So they're painful seasons. My cousin in between, my first cousin that we were very close as well. They're painful seasons to make you into what he has created you to become. And for me, I believe that I have been called, or my purpose is to restore true worship into the body of Christ. And so if you're not having intimate time or spending time with God intimately and allowing him to pour into you what he wants you to first become and then to give to his people. If you're not allowing him that, then he will still atakuchapa akunde unde, and atakurudisha, to that threshold where you cry and you're telling God why. But he tells you, I've done this so that you become humble, or so that you look at me in this light, or so that you look at the purpose in this light, or so that you do with the purpose this. So it's a journey, I believe, and I'm getting there.
You are. I'm happy you are getting there. I'm so happy you're getting there. I see it, because it's 5 years, and look at what you've been able to do and what God is doing in your life. And I think we do need to return to the place of worship. Yeah, where many people are sort of escaping, but you're there.
I'm learning.
Yes. Any regrets in this journey? Like, what would you do differently? Would you have started earlier?
Yes.
Would you have? Oh, really?
Yes, I would have. Now, you learn that God demands for the best. Do it, but he yearns for skill. He yearns for you to learn vocally.
You have to be refined.
You have to be refined. You also have to learn things like, if secular musicians are actually going to class and learning how to do particular notes and sing a certain way, then how much more God, So you have to vocally be trained, or train yourself. You learn, and then know the word. And so it's a journey. Yes, I would. If I knew, I would. But I tell myself, God's timing is the best. He makes everything beautiful in his own time.
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, I really love that. That is so fresh.
Yes.
Like, you've preached to me. You have. Anyway. So tell me, what would you tell your younger version, or girls out there who are chasing, who are looking to be musician? What does it take? What do they need to do? Because maybe someone has that calling and they're just resisting.
Well, if you feel the unction within yourself that I yearn to sing, do it. Do it. Time waits for no one. But also, as you do it, look to God, because he's the one that gives direction on how to go about that thing that is within you. I so strongly believe that everybody has a purpose. Music is wide, and especially gospel music. So you could be probably called, you're called into prophetic worship ministry. Probably you're an apostle in music. Probably you're an evangelist in music. So you need to get to, from the manufacturer, akwambie, this is your manual. This is what you're meant to become in that worship ministry or in that music ministry. So I would tell them, tafuteni Mungu.
Seek ye first.
Seek ye first the kingdom.
Yeah.
Seek ye first the one who has given you that purpose. Then you will understand the purpose or the calling, and you will know how to walk, because he gives the direction to do it. And then just depend on the source, him. Depend on him totally, and give yourself to him totally, because he yearns for a sacrificial lifestyle and a sacrificial lamb, which is you. He yearns for that sacrificial kind of living, where you're totally drawn to God, where you're totally given to God, and he's able to deposit everything you need for the purpose he has called you. Yes, so just give yourself to God. Start, but give yourself to God.
Then he will guide you.
He will guide
so you're
you.
not going your own direction, left, and maybe you are to go right, and he totally...
And unfortunately, we do the going ourselves. we love the easier way out. But then just give yourself to God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they say your dreams don't let you sleep.
No.
Like what God called you won't allow you to really
No,
sleep.
he
It
won't.
will haunt you.
It will.
So
It will be so hot within you.
Yeah.
You will know it's time. Yes.
amazing. So parting short, like what should we anticipate for the future? What are we looking? Any concert? Any more songs for Ken? What?
Actually, you ask that. I am planning to do a song in January. A love song.
Oh,
It's a wedding song.
nice.
And that's the one I sang for him. And then before then, I have some videos I need to do this year. So I'm depending on God and looking to him and telling him, nisaidie. Yes. Yes.
Maybe even there's someone who God will use who's watching.
Amen. Amen.
Anyway, that's
Amen.
amazing. So we are looking forward to go any concerts, any whatever. Sisi
Really?
watu wa sherehe, watu wa miondoko.
Ombeni.
One day,
Ambieni Mungu, leteni hiyo kitu. Yeah, but if
Yeah.
I'm called upon in platforms, I am
You're
willing
happy to do it.
Yes,
Okay.
I did a conference last month, a women's conference, and it was beautiful. I did one in December of last year, and it was beautiful. So I'm believing God ataleta zingine. Yes.
Yeah, I'm so happy. And thank you for making the time to share your journey.
Thank you
I
so
know
much as
you're
well.
an inspiration to so many women.
Amen.
People who go for their dreams and listen to their calling.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are watching you and they're thinking, I can do it. I
Yes.
can do it. You
Yes.
know, today is the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Any parting shots before I close?
Parting shots are weird. But let's do this thing.
Yeah.
If you have a purpose, if you feel you have something you love to do, if you're dreaming, don't just dream. Do something about the dream.
Do something about
Yes,
it.
yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Do you have a purpose? Do you have a dream? Is there something you want to achieve and it nudges you in your dreams and it tells you, come do it? Don't wait for the right time. Today may be the right time.
Yes.
As she said, listen to God. Let him guide you. Let him give you direction and then you go for it. Today has been amazing. We've been with Charity Matee and she has led us into her journey and I hope you feel very inspired. Thank you for joining Portraits of Hope. I'm your host, Esther Neema. See you next time.